South Korea is one of the world's largest Bitcoin markets, with about 1 million people trading the digital currency. According to the New York Times on Sunday, although the population of Korea is only 1/6 of the United States, Korean won-based accounts for some virtual currencies such as Ripple and Bitcoin Cash account for more trading than US dollar-based accounts. It was on South Korean exchanges that the price of Bitcoin first hit $10,000 last Monday, hours before traders in the United States reached the same level. The growth of the Korean cryptocurrency market is even more remarkable, as just a year ago such markets barely existed in Korea. But as the popularity of Bitcoin has grown rapidly in Korea, so have the risks. Prime Minister Lee Nak-yeon expressed concern last week, saying that the rising Bitcoin use could lead to serious social problems if left unaddressed. Currently, such exchanges in Korea are largely unregulated, as virtual currencies are not recognized as financial products under the current law.
In the case of New York, virtual currency exchanges are regulated in the form of a registration and license system. But in Korea, anyone who has an online shopping mall license can freely open a virtual exchange office. So in a sense, there's no such regulations.
South Korean regulators have announced a ban on so-called initial coin offerings, in which entrepreneurs sell custom virtual currencies. But the country needs further measures, such as those in place in Japan, to protect buyers and prevent virtual currencies from being used as a tool for money laundering.
Japan has now changed to a registration system, meaning official approval from the government is needed to open a virtual currency exchange office.
Virtual currency trading in Korea doesn't have the same regulatory infrastructure as the United States and Japan. But the Korean government has planned new regulations involving bank account registration for virtual currency traders. These regulations come into effect at the start of June next.
After explosive growth in the number of cryptocurrency traders in South Korea, the government announced back in December that it would ban the creation of new anonymous accounts in an effort to curb the trading frenzy. On Tuesday, it announced that virtual currency traders can create new accounts under their real names starting January 30th. Prior to these measures, currency exchanges issued encrypted virtual accounts to investors for trading. But the new measures will only allow real-name bank accounts with matching accounts at virtual currency exchanges for transactions. What this means is that now, transactions are no longer anonymous. This could help prevent illegal activities, such as money laundering or tax evasion. Also, with the banks requiring personal information, foreigners and minors could be prevented from setting up accounts. Experts say the new measures may not bring significant changes, at least in the short term.
I don't think there's going to be a noticeable difference, but it's going to be very difficult to see anyway, because, well, cryptocurrency right now is such a volatile investment that you'll continually see very large fluctuations in prices.
He adds, however, that the real name system is a good stepping stone for other changes that could eventually reduce market volatility.
The real name system, I think, is a first step to imposing taxes. I believe that it's probably useful to have taxes on cryptocurrency investments because, well, right now, at least in Korea, taxes are not being imposed on these cryptocurrency transactions. And because of that, I think it makes cryptocurrency investments more popular than it should be.
Were this to happen, it would mean virtual currency trading would become similar to trading of commodities such as stocks and bonds.